Here we are, video 2 floor pan of the actual driver's compartment of Dad's old 59 Ford restoration project. We've found a couple of mice jump out as we're pulling this apart. Carly here, she's on the lookout for that to happen again. So, removing the rear seat to look under the floor pan. Cool thing about these old cars, factory install, the actual wire mesh of the back seat has a tang at the very bottom, a loop on each side with a slot in the cockpit. So no real tools are required on the majority of these. You just have to lift up and out to remove the back, and then back up and out for the bottom. So if I'm correct, this should go fairly easy. So let me set that up here and go to work. Okay, so these are what I was talking about for the bottom of the seat, and then those are the clips that the seat actually clips down on. So back seat's been removed, which exposes the trunk. One thing you never want to see when you're doing a floor inspection, you can see that is the floor. That is the garage floor. Alright. 2 minutes in. Lock that up. And out. And now for the bottom. You felt that, heard that I should say. And that's the bottom tang. Pull that up. And pull that out. There we go. Okay, so ultimately what we were after was not so much removing the seat, because this video is on floor pan inspection. So let's go ahead and remove the felt liner. Again, in prior videos we had covered this factory install. That's not factory mouse nest. We've covered that on prior videos as well. So what we're looking for is that, particularly that bolt there is again a body mount. It's imperative that it is there, and it is. Driver's side rear, this cable, you can't see where it goes to. This cable is your feed from your gas tank to your gas gauge. That's the only purpose it serves. However, while you're doing your inspection, you want to make sure that it's not cut or about to be cut. Otherwise, your gas gauge will not work. Okay, so driver's side, very imperative. That is there. Apologize for the poor lighting, but you can see that it is. This is also good. Okay, so I covered it in the prior video on the passenger side front. In this pan, you can see from the factory, if you rub this off, this material right here, you can see it looks like dried up tar. It kind of is. Several names for that, but from the factory, where you see where the mounts are, they come down to the pan, come around, go back up. That piece is installed with machine welds, but before it welds together, they run a bead of glue. On the floor pan, it's the same thing. As this pan comes in, this piece right here that acts as your seat mount is also a body mount. You can see the crack here with the welds. So if the floor in the front is out, you don't have to replace all the way to the rear. You cut the floor out, replace it. Same with this piece right here. So had that piece been rotted all the way through to where I could see the garage floor, I would have to then get the plasma torch out and take a cut along that entire seam, take that whole section out, put a new one in, and then weld it back in. So, also happy again, this is not rotted through. This is something that we can work with and we do not have to replace that. So again, good news, because although that is the repair, putting the new piece in, anytime you chop metal out and replace it, for one, it's no longer original, and for two, it'll never truly be as strong as it once was. Since I don't have to replace the pan, I just explain how that works. You buy the replacement piece, you lay it on top, you take a tracing marker and go around with your new piece, remove the new piece, and that's your line that you cut. When you put that back in and you weld, obviously you can't weld directly over top of an existing weld, so what you have is an original and then a replacement, which is never as strong as what it should be. So, looking good.